Brightstorm has thousands of high-quality videos covering all major subjects. Please check out more at www.brightstorm.com.
Adding and subtracting rational expressions. Here I'm going to be working with a complex fraction, simplifying that, and then I have an additional operation. After my complex, otherwise called double fraction, I have to add or subtract something else. So this involves a lot of skills. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is simplify that complex fraction. So there's no adding or subtracting that can be done. What I'm going to do is leave the top just as it is and then multiply by the reciprocal of the bottom, because dividing fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so again, I'm just dealing with this complex fraction bit. I'll deal with the adding 3 over x minus 2 later. Okay, so this looks good because now in my complex fraction, those x minus 2's cancel out. 5 over 10 becomes 1 over 2. So my complex fraction, this thing, this whole big old mess, was really just 1 half. That was just 1 half in disguise. Okay, now I need to add to that 3 over x minus 2. That's something I can do. I need to find a common denominator, so the least common multiple would be x minus 2 times 2. This first fraction needs an x minus 2 factor. The second fraction needs a 2. So what I'm going to be working with is x minus 2 over 2x minus 2 plus 6 over 2x minus 2. Okay, simplifying the top, I have x minus 2 plus 6. That's like x plus 4. My bottom's going to be 2x minus 4. And that cannot be simplified any further. That's my final answer. Okay, let's try another one. Again, the first fraction is the complex fraction. I'm going to simplify this bare first by leaving the top the same and then multiplying by the bottom flipped upside down. And then whatever that result is after I simplify it, I'll find the common denominator. Okay, so my first complex fraction looks like that. Now I don't want to forget to subtract 5 over x plus 3. Okay, these guys don't have a common denominator, but they're darn close. A common student mistake is they'll try to just square top and bottom, which I'm going to put sad face because this isn't good. They'll say, oh, that's just going to be 5 squared over x plus 3 squared. Bad. You can't just square top and bottom because that changes the value of the fraction. What I can do is multiply by x plus 3 over x plus 3 because that's just multiplying by 1. That does not change the value of the fraction. Okay, and now my denominator would be parentheses x plus 3 squared. Okay, let's simplify the numerator and simplify the whole thing if possible. So just my numerators now. I have 12 minus 5x minus 15. Notice how I distributed that negative, which is going to be negative 3 minus 5x. That's my top only. The bottom I have whatever x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 is. So if I FOIL that out, I'll have x squared plus 6x plus 9. That's my most simplified answer. There's no factor on the top. That would cancel out with some factor on the bottom. Okay, so if you have a complex number with some additional operation, what you want to do is, not complex number, complex fraction, excuse me. What you want to do is simplify that complex fraction and then find a common denominator to either add or subtract with the other fraction.
By 2. I can't do this with you two laughing back there.
Work it.
So if we had, no, that's not right, 3 coplanar points.
So have you ever gotten off an airplane?
That should be less than. Yeah. Dang.
Is it like 500 degrees in here or what?
All right, so when you're in chemistry class, you're going to be doing a lot of work. You're going to be starting over.
So as an example, we could consider like you've got a chain hanging from two fixed.